I was in Hillsong. Okay?
Yeah.
I was both at Hillsong City Church
Yeah.
and the main big church, Hillsong. The guy who hosted me in Canberra was a Nigerian, but he had been part of Hillsong. That was in Canberra.
Yeah.
In Sydney, the guy who hosted me had been a productions manager of Hillsong Church. They told me Hillsong. Hillsong was purely an entertainment,
Yeah.
a global entertainment
Yeah.
to collect money.
Good sound, good
Yes.
picture quality, good singers.
People complained. They sued Hillsong many times. Hillsong was in a lot of investigations. The trick, what I found out, and this guy, he was a Filipino who had been chased
Yeah.
from Hillsong.
Yeah.
He told me, when you go, observe, you're going to see people in choir leaving during worship. They are going to smoke.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Recently, there is a boy on an interview. You have to check out the interview on Arts for Hearts TV, Bridging the Gap. A boy was molested in the church. The pastor was on the pulpit, leading the praise and worship, and then this boy went to the
yes,
bathroom,
yes.
and then the pastor left the pulpit, went to the bathroom, molested the boy, and came back and continued in worship. And the church went on as normal.
We are not investigative. We start worshiping people. We call them Father. So God taught us the Lord's Prayer,
Yeah.
our Father.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming to you and I'm calling you Papa. I'm
Exactly.
calling you Father.
Exactly.
So I'm just elevating you. Like
Yeah.
I had mentioned, we are royal priest.
Yeah.
If the Bible has called me a royal priest,
We are the custodians.
I am a priest like you.
Exactly. Me, I believe I am a custodian of the gospel. I read the
Exactly.
gospel according to St. Paul and I understand it. What I don't understand, I can consult my pastor. Global territorial integrity, regional ethics, national guidance, the country custodian. Yet another episode. Sergeant Reginald, U.S. Army Force. Did I get that right?
Perfectly well.
Now, I want you to say hi to the countrymen and women out there who are doing whatever they can to make sure that the country stays afloat. Sergeant Reginald, welcome to yet another episode.
Oh, thanks for hosting me again. Reginald, Sergeant, United States Armed Forces. Viewers, we're back again for another edition from the last time
Yeah.
we did. Big ups to the United States Armed Forces, my colleagues out there, especially Fort Polk, which is now Fort Johnson, actually, Louisiana. That's where my base is. Then to all the Americans, fellow Ugandans in Uganda, and Ugandans in the United States. Africa,
Yeah.
my original home.
Well,
Big up to all of you.
there's a lot going on, but we're not here for the sovereignty bill. Most people think that's why we're here, but that's not why we are here. We have bigger fish to fry. Now, the church is focused on moral guidance. Now, rather than economic development like industrialization, value addition, production, and service delivery. Do you think moral values is the only thing we need to keep the country afloat? Are we missing on the economic development? I want you to compare African churches and the United States churches.
Well, for our audience, first I'll request that you be a little bit patient with me, because when I'm responding, I'm using my experience on deployment in war zones, and experience in peaceful nations. Because most of my service with the United States government,
Yeah.
under the U.S. Army, have been on deployments
Yeah.
outside the United States.
Kosovo. Yeah.
Kosovo, Kuwait,
Yeah. Qatar.
Iraq, Qatar with the State Department.
And also Uganda, the Peace
Yeah,
Corps.
most recent is Qatar, State Department.
Yeah.
I've also served here for 3 years with
Yeah.
Peace Corps.
Peace Corps, yeah.
United States Peace
Yeah.
Corps.
Yeah. Diplomat.
That's with diplomatic invitation.
And once a diplomat or is a diplomat?
Yes. By the way, Uganda, they have nice diplomatic visas.
Yeah.
They look very nice. Keep them up.
Okay.
So yes, I was here. I served for 3 years. I did a lot of activities here. So my experience is coming partly from the fact that I studied theology and Bible.
Yeah.
I did 20 theological courses.
Okay.
And 26 Bible courses.
Okay.
Those are two different things. Somebody has gone to a Bible school. They have only did one part.
Yeah.
That is not theology. It's just a Bible school.
Yeah.
So my experience also comes from the fact that I studied at the University of Houston, Clear Lake. And I studied...
That's Texas, right?
Texas, in Texas.
Okay.
And I studied criminology. My minor was forensic investigations.
Yeah.
That's why I have a nose of looking at things that...
And situational
detailed.
Awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my experience also comes from other countries that have been Australia,
Yeah.
Singapore, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Australia. I've been to and lived a little bit in Canberra, Sydney,
That's
South
Australia.
yes. And I've been to up in Queens too.
Okay.
So I've been in different societies. In Kosovo, I was next to Russia. We are always on our toes.
Yeah.
Okay. You're posted with a bullet in the chamber.
Okay.
Okay. You go, you clear your gun.
Yeah.
Put a bullet in the chamber. Go on post.
Okay.
Should you ever, you're deported.
Yeah.
Because Serbians up there supported Russian. Russia supports Serbians. And then Albanians is NATO.
Yeah.
Okay. So I served there.
So it's the USSR versus NATO.
Yeah, so it's a vast experience.
Yeah.
And then back home here, I've served with, started with KPC.
Yeah. Watoto.
That's 1994, but I joined in 1990.
Yeah.
So from 1994, I'd been serving part of the vision right from the time it developed. An English-speaking church without sales.
And Watoto has been successful. Big up to Watoto.
In many ways.
Yeah.
Big up in many ways.
Yeah.
So
unlike these other masqueraders.
Thank you. So I have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So when you're listening, you're going to hear some social psychology. You're going to hear some anthropology.
Yeah.
You're going to hear some army stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to hear U.S. society stuff, and here, because I've really been so involved in all. So when you're listening, just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot. So it might be fast, but there's a lot. It's something you want to listen to and then repeat, because every time you're going to pick something.
Exactly.
Now, back
so
to your
without
question.
further ado, take the stage. Over to you.
Back to your question.
Yeah.
There was a reference to the moral and ethics, and then development.
Yeah, economic development.
Economic development. I believe when it comes to moral and ethics, the church has done a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking out.
Yeah.
Okay? They are focused on decent dressing.
Yeah.
They are focused on the fact that
stable marriages.
We created male and female.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing personal to people there who feel different.
Yeah. I mean, enjoy yourselves,
We're
guys.
Male and female.
Yeah.
Biology cannot dispute.
Yeah. We have no preference.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to development, I feel we need to overhaul the church. Theologically speaking, we have two modes of church.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking of Anglicans, Methodists, Baptists,
the Orthodox,
Anabaptists, you're talking of...
and then there is the later days saints.
Well, those are cults. Well, we can refer to them as church, but they're cults.
Yeah.
By theology.
Yeah.
And then we have the Mormons. So you see, they are rural evangelical churches.
And then the Jews are also different in a way.
The Jews, they only believe in the Torah.
Yeah.
That the red Torah, that is the law of Moses.
Yeah.
They don't believe in the New Testament.
Their tithe is actually 30%.
Yes, they don't believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
That is the honest truth. Okay? And this truth has been hidden from us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Indoctrination.
Indoctrination.
Yeah, it's
But
big
the
in
Jews
Africa.
do not believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
They don't believe in Old Testament. We have both. We embrace both.
They believe in the Mosaic law.
Mosaic law.
Yeah.
And their Bible is a red Torah.
Yeah.
Theological term is red Torah. Laws.
Yeah.
Law of grace. That's why they are crazy about bombing nations.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm an American.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speak. Okay? So if they had the law of grace, which is the New Testament, they'll be graceful in dealing with humanity.
Exactly.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm an American who doesn't believe in that.
Yeah.
And also takes us to the fact that, just briefly,
Yeah.
the reason the war Trump is running right now is not successful is because we Americans don't believe in it. If you,
I've seen army generals resign because of that.
yes, if you Google Washington right now,
Yeah.
army veterans at the forefront saying no.
Mm.
This is an Israel war.
Yeah.
So it's not succeeding because we, the public in the US,
Yeah.
are saying our taxes are not going to that crap.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's why, but before,
Fighting unprofitable wars.
yes, I was on deployment, one of the deployments that I interacted with a lot of allies.
Yeah.
I was posted in Iraq, entry control point 18.
Yeah.
It's a green zone. I served at entry control point 18 and entry control point 3.
Yeah.
18 was entrance for all merchandise and trucks. So I was in charge. I took over the Georgian army because the Georgian army was screwing up. They had to fire the Georgian army. So I came, we did a parade, they handed to me.
Yeah.
I was in charge of 32 men, then Ugandan, some Ugandan security people were there. So I organized that place, point 18. Because I did a good job, they moved me to 3.
Yeah.
And 3 was the parliament, entrance to the parliament. So it was pedestrian. So I worked there until I completed my tour in Iraq. So coming back to the church, but even then, when I was there, I also introduced, because I'm a Christian,
Yeah.
and I believe that everywhere we go, we need to, it's good to identify with a book that says, love your neighbor
As you love yourself. Yeah. I
haven't seen any book that distributes that. So that's one thing that stands out for me,
Yeah.
to be able to believe in the Bible. To others, I want them to be a humanity, one
Yeah.
race.
Ubuntu. Call it Ubuntu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had a fellowship there also. Every time I was off duty, I'll do a fellowship. And this fellowship was attended by colonels,
Yeah.
majors. That's where I met Colonel Kevin Gregory. He's now retired. He was in charge of the artillery section. Big up, Colonel. He's, I think, in a state of, I don't remember. So I met a lot of high-ranking people.
Yeah.
But if I go back to the church, my experience with the church,
Yeah.
I'm going to give a quick experience between the church here,
Yeah.
which I have served in for that long until today, December 2018, and then the church in the United States. I went to the United States, and for a moment, I was in shock.
Okay.
Because I got there, of course, I was alone. I didn't have a mother, I didn't have a father, I didn't have a friend, I had to survive. So I checked into a YMCA. Right there, the YMCA out there
Different.
serves low income.
Okay.
I was here, I don't know what it does. I've never known.
They are dancing Pakachin.
Yeah, so I rented. Now, the churches around, someone told me, I think it's Colonel Kevin who told me, you know what, if you're hard up, go to church. And I was hard up.
Yeah.
So the nearest church, because I didn't have a vehicle, was a Methodist church. almost empty. Very old people. So slow.
First of all, for the viewers out there, what's a Methodist church?
A Methodist church is a sect of Anglican church.
Okay.
Remember from church reformation. Now back to theology. There was an Anglican church, and that broke off the Catholic Church. So every time there was a dispute,
Yeah.
it was mostly out of judgment. Like if I see you and you have a weakness,
Yeah.
then I create something that I think is perfect for you.
Okay.
That's why we had the Protestant church.
Because they were protesting against the Catholicism,
Now,
the church
within
in
the
France.
Protestant church, remember, every time you judge somebody,
Yeah.
you want to create something you think is perfect.
An alternative.
Someone also breaks from you
Yeah.
because they also see you're not perfect. Now you're
Yeah.
seeing yourself as good.
Yeah.
The other one is not good. So then you have, from the Protestant church, you have
A Methodist church.
It's
Okay.
a Protestant church, which is Methodist.
Yeah.
Then you have Baptist church.
Yeah.
It's a Protestant church, which is Baptist.
Okay.
Then you have Anabaptists. It's a Protestant church.
That's a lot of churches.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Christians, we just need to overhaul
And that's
them.
where the gospel.
It doesn't make meaning.
Yeah.
Because every time you think it's isolationism, but it's also based off the culture of the United States.
And also the capitalism.
Yes.
You're big
Remember,
on capitalism.
The big sect of the United States is isolationism.
Yeah.
Trump is practicing isolationism
And the individualism.
and individualism.
Yeah.
When you start sending people away and calling them names,
Yeah.
people who have been working and it's a global.
Yeah. Because I've seen most of the hospitality industry, the restaurants, the hotels, and all these other companies are being helped by immigrant workers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
And
true.
and
I
the
was
US
an
has
immigrant
the
worker.
US has survived on immigrants.
Migrant workers.
Yeah.
I have done a lot of work.
Yeah.
I was posted here as Peace Corps. I was preaching US.
Yeah.
And up to today, I still preach the US. But the US I preach is the taxpayer US,
Yeah.
not the government US. The government US is corrupted.
Yeah.
Okay? But the citizens are clean. They have a heart. We still depend on them.
Yeah.
All churches in Uganda here still depend on the taxpayer.
Yeah.
in
In the US, yeah.
Okay?
The grants.
Even the government.
Yeah.
Americans are good people. Okay?
And they are big on charity.
Yes. So even as immigrants, we have contributed so much.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're still talking about the culture, the ethics, the morals, and then the development.
Yeah.
So I'm still focusing on the development.
Yeah.
The church in the US is holistic. Okay. Our church is picky and choosy. Okay. Areas of comfort that advances the theology of isolationism.
Yeah.
I will tell you isolationism. It is very rare that you find the big churches, the pastors in the big churches, for example, in Kitezi.
Yeah.
Kitezi responding to a disaster
Yeah.
or a landslide in a valley.
And I don't think churches responded to that disaster.
They don't.
They never.
But that is their primary responsibility.
Yeah.
In the US, the church will be right there.
Yeah.
And by experience, I had nothing. I went to church.
Yeah.
That Methodist church,
No car, no money, no
only shelter,
nothing.
which I was not sure that in the next month I'll be able to pay.
Yeah.
I ran there for refuge. Okay?
With your hand
I became
luggage.
a member. The first thing they requested, it's almost an empty church.
Yeah.
Because it's a large church that housed about 500 people.
Mega.
Fairly big.
Yeah.
But it had about 15, 20 people
Okay.
in there. Development, when they started the church,
Yeah.
is they looked around. How do we develop resources that we have now
In the community.
in the community so that in the future the same community can depend on those resources?
So that means the church in the US is community based.
It's community. community verse, that development has developed resources.
Unlike the church in Africa that sells hope. Come to church, tithe. You never know, you might get a job. You never know, your marriage might work out. And 2 years later, sign a divorce.
So comparing the two, I ran there.
Yeah.
They embraced me. They understood my situation. My first vehicle was
By the church, free of charge.
and it's the congregation and the pastor.
All
that
taxes, all taxes
took
paid.
my situation. Yeah, they paid for insurance was paid for 4 months.
Yeah.
And the US paying a vehicle insurance for 4 months. The Americans.
Yeah.
Okay. And they put in fuel for 3 weeks, at least until I was able to get the first check.
Yeah.
Okay. But it wasn't a wealthy church, but because the foundation,
The values.
remember that this Methodist church started almost at the time of Reformation, church
Yeah.
Reformation. But because they developed the godly resources,
Yeah.
okay, they are able to take care of their own. They were able to learn science. There's a Methodist hospital where the US presidents go.
They're big on
Texas
self-sufficiency.
Medical Center. Anybody
Yeah.
can Google it.
Yeah.
That's where
And
the
that
presidents
is
go.
that is church funded.
Yes. The Baylor colleges, those were Christian founded hospitals, Catholic charities. Okay?
Yeah.
So they developed those resources, knowing that in the future, I think, again, for those who have studied Bible, for those read Bible, it's like a Joseph principle.
Yeah.
Today we have rain, in the future, we might have famine.
Yeah.
So what do?
Yeah.
You mobilize all citizens and you create stores.
Yeah.
So that when there's a famine, preparing for the future. Okay?
I mean, you as a Christian, you still have to use your intellect.
Yes.
I'm a big scholar of Saint Paul, the Gospel according to Saint Paul. So when I'm reading the Bible, I don't read the Bible as a religious book. I read the Bible as a historical book. I look at characters, compare who did what according to what time. Because remember, the Bible was written for different people. The message for the Galatians was not the message for the Philippians or the Ephesians. So if you read the Bible as a religious book, you might need to check again with your junior pastor. Yeah.
There's a lot of colonialism in religion.
Yeah.
But again, to finish my point, so I was able to. Now, that Methodist church, their food bank
Yeah.
didn't have some items. It was enough for some of us.
Yeah.
They didn't have some items.
Simple groceries
So I ran to the Baptist church.
to get more.
The Baptist church had a better food.
Yeah.
So it was just choosing. The same Methodist church found me a job.
Yeah.
I was working at their medical center, which was also a school. So I was in charge of making sure that it is the security, and then after closing it, I also turn on the alarms.
Now, quick one. Do you think the churches in Africa, let's say Uganda, do they have the capacity to set up food banks?
The theology on which our churches are standing is bordering leeching.
Leeching. Who is leeching on who?
The church
Is leeching on the
sucking
congregation.
blood out of Ugandans.
Yeah.
The reason this population has almost become complacent,
Yeah. And
in my
subservient.
experience,
Yeah.
theologically speaking, and by experience, comparing the two, is the church is lazy. And when I say the church is lazy,
Yeah.
the leaders in the church just follow what the other one has put
Done.
in place.
Yeah.
Nobody is daring to do anything new. So today, we're having
Masqueraders.
even mental health issues
Yeah.
because you're talking more than you do. In the areas, yes, taking care of orphans, everybody is taking
And it's also just a few churches that are taking care of orphans. Yeah.
Everybody is doing that.
Yeah.
Even individuals who are taking care of them. But then after you've taken care of those orphans, you've fed them, you've matured, what do they do?
But then also in Africa, I find it there is a way, the way they prioritize. I mean, they would get their pastor a convoy, a motorcade, before they, give orphans food or shelter. So I think also the priorities have to.
So when I mentioned leeching,
Yeah.
okay, it's also on the other side of our government in the US.
Yeah.
There is a relationship with the society, the way administration is being done. It's capitalistic in nature.
Yeah.
And capitalism is once I have a chance, I take everything. Okay? I have maybe a 5 million in for example, in Uganda, I have $5 million.
Marshall.
They are there.
Yeah, they're there.
But the community around me is full of flies.
Yeah.
See?
People are living hand to mouth.
That is capitalism.
Yeah.
Capitalism creates so much fear that you think if I have 500 billion,
Yeah.
okay, and I don't add on it, we are going to die of hunger.
But
Even my children are going to die of hunger.
But do you think capitalism is a bad thing?
Capitalism has failed.
In the church?
Everywhere capitalism has touched has failed. Because remember, if we go back into history, at one time, the world was on standards of Jesus' time, it was silver.
Yeah.
Okay? They used the actual natural resources to determine value of things.
And oil, like olive oil.
Things like that. It was even butter trade. Okay? People were happy. Capitalism came and said, no. US is going to create a Federal Reserve Bank.
Yeah.
And only
which has also failed because it's just merely fiat currency.
Look at Africa. We've had IMF for how long? IMF is a sister to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
The World Bank.
Yeah. It's also a sister agency of the US.
And these are private banks.
Yeah.
Capitalism. Yet, you see, every time I put you in a state of working so hard,
yeah,
okay, I'm controlling you.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one printing the cash.
And I'm taking away your sustainability.
Basically taking away.
So that you're subservient.
Yes. So these are things that are coming out now, but they made sure we don't learn them in school.
Yeah.
What is relevant, they removed. So, fellow Ugandans today, fellow Americans today, fellow soldiers and veterans in the United States, we need to unlearn and counter these lies.
Yeah.
If you have 5 most richest people in the whole world owning half of the world's wealth, and they're only in the United States, you've not counted France.
So we are at the mercy of about 5%.
We are serving them.
Yeah.
They have given us what to think that fits their ideology.
When you look at the banking system, the education system, transport sector.
We have to disrupt it.
Yeah.
We have to disrupt the thought process.
Yeah.
In order to free ourselves.
And they have fronted the church to create that illusion
tool
to use.
Because if you're hearing the church saying, I've grown up being told to pray for Israel.
Yeah.
But I was never told that Israel doesn't
starts wars. Jesus. Yeah. And also it is Israel that starts wars.
True.
Yeah.
But the fact that I told to pray for somebody who is going to shoot a child
in Palestine
out of hate and resentment, thinking that they are more human than anyone else. We are one human race.
Yeah.
Okay? So, but here I am praying for you so that you succeed.
Yeah.
In other words, I'm going to keep you secrets because someone has told me you belong to God more than I do. That is a lie from church. Okay? That's what I've been told. To a point that I would even get some money to pay so that the church gets some, puts together and sends to Israel.
Yeah. Okay? I've seen people sending help to Israel.
And anybody who went and did pilgrim in Israel would literally worship.
Yeah.
You see? what has Israel helped the world?
But is Israel the place, the problem, or the government? Because there
the
is Israel,
ideology.
there is Israel, the place, and then there is Israel, the government.
You see, back to theology, the red Torah without a New Testament
Yeah.
is dangerous, very dangerous. If you look at all the wars in the Bible that Israel, you'd find that the times God punished them
Yeah.
is because they had thought that they were more important than everybody.
Yeah. Self-importance.
Because the same Bible says, for those who regard themselves as important, they should be the least. If you want to be the leader, you have to be the least.
Yeah. You have to serve.
Israel does the opposite. We are important first. Then you the rest. You see? But me who is a believer in Jesus,
Yeah.
who understands grace, okay? When somebody is like Israel and they don't believe in Jesus, Jesus with the teachings he made, with the grace he extended to humanity,
Yeah.
there is a problem.
And that's why the country custodian is here.
There you go.
Yeah.
You see? So, our preaching. But then, besides that, there's one thing that is also, we have disregarded theology. Because somebody talks well, talks louder, and has a few technical words,
They have a good talk.
mixes with some American English
And theatrics.
and theatrics.
Yeah. They have a PA.
That's the ideology.
They have a personal assistant.
But there's so much ignorance. There are times I'll go and sit in this room in the churches. They are creating slaves.
Yeah.
See? Now, you mentioned that there are some churches, our traditional churches, which are Protestant, and they took on a little bit of the culture of the West.
Yeah.
They did also. They just transferred. They didn't create a religion. For those who have done church history 2, there's 1 and 2. 2 is after Reformation. There is the church was sent to
Yeah.
this church. There's any place that I've never had a church.
It's Congo. They're in the dungeons with all the riches.
Because it was built by certain individuals in a certain place to serve their interests.
A country rich in minerals and poor in pockets.
It's not built on the DNA of the natives.
Yeah. It is foreign
fact,
based.
it was so
serves
bad.
foreign interests.
It was so bad that there's one they called it grain Christians.
Yeah.
The Christians in Congo would go to church. After church, they go back to their traditional ways.
To the shrines and,
They didn't reach the heart
child sacrifice.
because they were beating church into them.
Yeah.
And we have learned, now speaking as some person who has worked with the United States Armed Forces, we went to Iraq,
Yeah.
went to Afghanistan, we beat the crap out of them. We didn't change their hearts.
Yeah.
We realized that hardware alone doesn't do anything.
America is not changing communities. It is changing structures.
We changed. We started the soft approach,
Yeah.
which is the overt approach. That's why you see the U.S. Army is also involved in diplomacy.
Yeah.
They also put on force.
Yeah.
Because you have to understand.
As military attaches to embassies. Yeah.
You have to understand the culture of the people in order to help them transform
Yeah.
and like what you're doing.
Yeah.
So church in Congo failed. That's why Congo is a failure. East Africa is mostly failed. Uganda at one time was the same as Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay?
We had the same GDP. We're actually better, slightly better.
For a region in East Africa,
Yeah.
and at one time we're better than Singapore. I've been to Singapore,
Yeah.
and I can tell you, it is hard to believe that Uganda was the same.
The Singapore that saw Uganda in 1950s, if it met the Uganda of 2026, they wouldn't recognize each other.
So by development, also that theology of isolationism.
Yeah.
Okay? If I attend a Catholic church, I have resentment for
The Anglican Church.
but we are the same people.
Or the
We are the
Pentecostal
same
church.
race. Okay? If somebody found me in a Catholic church, I'm from Watoto, they start thinking, this guy now is a cult.
Yeah.
They develop a resentment. That's division. We fight for God.
Yeah.
God is supposed to fight for us.
Because you've turned churches into brands.
It doesn't matter if I go to a mosque.
Yeah.
I'm still a human race
Exactly.
created by God.
Yeah.
And that doesn't change God. God at his appointed time, he will do what he wants.
Yeah.
It's not for me to decide that. So we are hating each other.
Because everyone
we are
is
resenting each other. Yes.
Yeah, because everyone is selling hope, so everyone has their different advertising budget, which is separate.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Okay? So capitalism has brought in that isolationism, individualism. So everybody is marketing. And remember, we theologians are marketeers. Don't be deceived that there's a pastor on the pulpit who is not a marketeer.
Yeah.
If you don't do good marketing, you're not supposed to be a doctor.
The politics, the church is playing politics of identity.
Yes. The church has to go back and say, wait, we have resources, okay? 85%, about 89%, depend on natural resources, which are agriculture.
Land, water, basic.
How are we going to develop these things so that we have the same science that China has?
Instead of a church expanding to more outlets, why don't they just expand to more factories, industries, agro-processing, import and export, value addition? And
somebody will politicize this and say, the church and the state are different. That is a lie, a capitalistic lie. Finland is a state church. The church and the state, you cannot. Okay?
Yeah, same thing.
China may not be Christian, but their religion is communism.
China is on vibes and
you cannot separate the two.
China is on vibes and BYD. They have no time for church.
Communism is a religion. Okay?
Yeah.
So we can't deceive ourselves that, because these are ideologies, whether it's a godly ideology or it's a human ideology, they create a religion, something that is a deity. They worship communism.
Yeah.
Okay? That is their spirituality. But we have no shame to realize that we have failed. And that China, which practices their religion of atheism, we are indebted to them.
They have surpassed every economy now. China is the fastest growing economy globally by far.
China
by far.
Items to
I've seen the metrics with BYD and Tesla, and BYD is making, big strides.
Yeah, but they sat down and they developed their natural resources. Because see, God created us in a way. Again, back to theology. God created we are co-creators. Okay? That's why you create a radio which talks like you.
Yeah.
You see? But if we don't put ourselves in a way that we can develop resources, okay, that reflect us like we reflect, we have failed.
Yeah.
The places that have the largest number of churches are the ones failing. It's us Christians who are failing.
Yeah.
We are beggars in China.
It means the Christians have failed the church.
But we, the theologians who are marketeers, we go to the pulpit and convince people that we are the best.
Because you lack self-sufficiency.
Yeah, but
you were being given grants, you have been given donations, and this has crippled your mindset.
There's a bias, yes?
Yeah.
But there's also indoctrination.
Yeah.
Okay? When I left here, until I experienced
and it's intentional. Indoctrination from the West is very intentional.
Of course, control.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to control a black man?
Exactly.
There's nobody.
Because
we are resourceful.
Yeah.
We are gifted. We are resilient.
Yeah.
Even in the US.
An independent black man is unstoppable.
Yeah. But we are busy focusing on all these isolationisms, resenting each other, marketing our talk like it's the best.
Yeah.
When you go to Worship Harvest, they are they get another church close. I was asking somebody from Harvest.
Yeah.
They've got a church at Fidodido.
Fido. Yeah.
As KPC.
I know that church. It's like opposite KPC.
Yes.
I mean, close. Yeah.
Yes. As KPC, when we were splitting to grow,
Yeah.
we
Expand.
used Fidodido as a church.
Yeah.
Okay? So Worship Harvest was creating a church. So I asked one of them, are you now going to work closely with? They're like, no.
Our church is different.
Ours is ours.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, we want collective development.
Because these are brands. You don't mix brands. You don't mix Worship Harvest and KPC.
At what time do you see Kayanja sitting?
And that's the best example for politics of identity.
Kayanja sitting with the garrison. What
Yeah.
point did you see? So for us down here, we are associating, okay? But the administrators are having problems with each other.
Yeah.
But what you are mentioning is, yes, there is survival because it's your job, you're being paid from it, so you
Yeah.
have to qualify it.
Yeah.
In order to continue eating, your children have to go to school.
Yeah. But then also, I have a random question. Who is qualified to be a pastor? If I had my money, I come up with my equipment, I put up a structure, I have my congregation, I have like, 100 people who believe in me. Does that make me a pastor?
Best of
I can't-
church history.
I can cram 10 verses and
Theologically, best of church history.
Yeah.
And church teachings.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer it in two contexts.
Okay.
One, besides what is motivating you to do it, okay? Because recently, even the state, this political institution can use you to start a church. As long as you're mobilizing people
Yeah.
and giving them a message.
Yeah, I've seen one in Kampala.
Yes.
Yeah.
But theologically, I'll borrow the scripture that says that you are a royal priest, a chosen generation.
Yeah.
Okay?
We are the chosen generation.
When the Bible calls me a royal priest,
Yeah.
okay, it has just given me an office.
Okay.
What are the functions of the office of priesthood? You go back, those who desire to be important should be the least. Those who want to be leaders should be servants.
Service above self.
Above self.
Yeah.
If I'm starting it to be important than other people,
Yeah.
to stand on the pulpit and I look bigger than everybody else,
Yeah.
then I'm an idol. It's me
Exactly.
you're seeing. You're not seeing God.
Because apparently now the congregation is praising the pastor more than who started the gospel.
Basically worshiping humanity. Again,
Yeah.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Okay? So before you know it, Lakewood Church in Houston, I'm about 11 minutes from Lakewood.
Lakewood Church is a joke. It's a total joke.
It's a joke. And me, I found out very quickly.
And it's a mega church.
And I ran away. It was 11 minutes from where I stayed. Today, they are realizing, wait, our pastor had a Boeing,
Yeah.
a passenger
Private
jet.
jet. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is a servant.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you look at the general congregation, I live in Houston.
Yeah.
I know how Houston communities are. They are struggling.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot. But he's not. You're pastoring a congregation that generally most of them are struggling. And you're making it, you're building mansions.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're preaching Christ? That's
And
nonsense.
flying in a private Boeing.
Private Boeing.
737.
That is total nonsense.
Yeah.
But because we have
Dreamliner.
nowhere else to go, and even us want to identify with, we have reason to identify with certain pastors, with certain churches.
Yeah. Because as human beings are looking for, we look for belonging.
Yeah, but we end up lost.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we enjoying the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
So what was the point I'm making? I lost it a bit. If I remember, I'll give it to you. So development
Yeah.
in Africa has been handed to us. We have not found it ourselves. We need to go back
And-
found.
And that's why we cannot be custodians of a development that we did not start. That's why now we are restructuring, rethinking,
Young
realigning.
people, we are a country of young people.
Yeah,
We have to stop listening to this nonsense. I was in Hillsong, okay? I
Yeah.
was both at Hillsong City Church
yeah,
and the main big church, Hillsong. The guy who hosted me in Canberra was a Nigerian, but he had been part of Hillsong. That was in Canberra.
yeah,
In Sydney, the guy who hosted me had been a productions manager of Hillsong Church. They told me Hillsong. Hillsong was purely an entertainment,
Yeah.
a global entertainment
Yeah.
to collect money.
good sound, good
Yes.
picture quality, good singers.
People complained. They sued Hillsong many times. Hillsong was in a lot of investigations. But the trick, what I found out, and this guy, he was a Filipino who had been chased away
Yeah.
from Hillsong.
Yeah,
He told me, when you go, observe. You're going to see people in choir leaving to go, right? During worship. They are going to smoke.
yeah.
Some of them.
Recently, there is a boy on an interview. You have to check out the interview on Arts for Hearts TV, Bridging the Gap. A boy was molested in the church. The pastor was on the pulpit leading the praise and worship. And then this
In
boy
the
went to the
background, yes,
bathroom.
yes.
And then the pastor left the pulpit, went to the bathroom, molested the boy, and came back and continued in worship. And the church went on as normal.
So we have been nurtured into thinking that when somebody talks a lot and is very logical,
Yeah.
or maybe puts in some scripture,
They have become our
for
custodian.
us, we don't need to research anything.
Yeah.
We don't need to look closely.
Yeah.
No. We are not investigative. We start worshiping people. We call them Father. So God taught us the Lord's Prayer,
Yeah.
our Father.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming to you and I'm calling you Papa. I'm
Exactly.
calling you Father.
Exactly.
So I'm just elevating you. Like
Yeah.
I had mentioned, we are royal priest.
Yeah.
If the Bible has called me a royal priest,
We are the custodians.
I am a priest like you.
Exactly. Me, I believe I am a custodian of the gospel. I read the
Exactly.
gospel according to St. Paul and I understand it. What I don't understand, I can consult my pastor.
Sure.
But that doesn't make your pastor your custodian. You are the custodian of your country. You are the custodian of the gospel.
So, again, flowing from the question you asked,
Yeah.
what gives you what? Authority to be a pastor.
Yeah.
Okay? So, we are all pastors by that, what? That biblical scripture that I've given.
Yeah. Dispensation.
Yes. We are a royal priesthood.
Yeah.
When when God calls you a priest,
Yeah.
you are a priest.
Yeah.
Unless there's another meaning that I don't know.
Exactly.
But do we behave that way? Do we understand the functions of priesthood? We don't. Because the same church has made sure that we don't think about it.
Indoctrination.
But your viewer out there, go and sit down and look up the functions of the priest. That's who you are. Okay?
Yeah.
These other people, when you have a profession,
Yeah.
you have gone back and studied. So I respect you because you have exposed yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We coexist because you're a lawyer, I am a doctor. Okay? So because you've studied law, you don't come to me and lecture me about it.
Exactly.
Except here, people go to Google, learn some few things about treatment,
They are called chat
and they lecture
GPT
doctors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of disrespect going around.
Yeah.
People don't respect theologians,
Yeah.
and that's why we have failed.
You are a
Anybody
disgrace.
comes up and studies.
You're a disgrace to
Let me tell you,
yourself.
I did 46 subjects.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
46 subjects. I've talked to you about missiology. Missiology is church history too, part of church history too.
Yeah.
I talked about Congo,
Yeah.
how it failed.
Yeah.
That is missiology.
Yeah.
Go to any average pastor.
Yeah.
Let them talk to you about missiology. Okay? You have core subjects.
Yeah.
Hermeneutics, homiletics, Yes.
The knowledge is out there.
It's a lot.
It's now your the viewers out there, you need to look for this knowledge, wherever it is.
Know that you've been lied to.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
And there is information you can expose to and free yourself.
yeah.
There is some good and you can see it. But there's a lot of failure also.
You need to believe in the reality. Get acquainted with reality.
Especially as black people.
Yeah,
We are so deceived and we are so quick to explain everything away.
yeah,
Yet we are seeing failure around us.
yeah.
You get out of your house and you see failure.
Failure, yeah, yeah.
You get out of the house and you remember you're in debt with an atheist country.
Yeah.
And you don't think there's a problem with
Trillions and
the doctrine
trillions.
of the church.
Yeah,
In the US, it's the church that created checks and balances.
yeah,
That constitution of the US that everybody praises, it was the church. Whenever there's greedy people now, we are going to have primaries in November. Yeah? Trump is going to be put in check. Why? Because the Christians who say, look, we are a community, we are progressing to go somewhere. Let's do something that is collective, that is out of the resources that God has given us. We have so many resources.
and that's the way to go.
It's the only way to go. It's the only way to go.
Sergeant Reginald,
Yes.
parting shots. What is the way forward? What can be done? Let's get like a simple solution for the churches, for the community, to see how we can, get acquainted with the economic development so that we move this country from the okorila echida chonka, which is hand to mouth, to moving into the money economy, which will take us into the middle income status. Because that's where I want to be. Want Uganda to become like Singapore, want Uganda to become like China, want Uganda to become like Dubai, want Uganda to be better than Scotland. Over to you.
Number one, we need to stop fear.
The fear.
This country is very corrupt because of fear. Number two,
Yeah.
we need to learn biblical principles of being servants. People are worshipping being important.
Yeah. Politics
People are
of
worshipping
identity.
ranks. You give a Ugandan ranks,
Yeah.
deny them money.
And
As
that's
long as
it.
in public,
You
yeah.
give them a lead car.
And we're studying
Yeah.
ourselves. And we are producing kids, we're getting money. You see?
Yeah.
So we need to calm down, okay? I'm from the US. You're related with me.
Yeah.
Do I behave like that soldier?
No.
I can put on that pride, and
Yeah.
rightly so, because I am.
Yeah.
It doesn't qualify me.
Yeah. Because you are the country custodian.
In order for us to be realistically sociable,
Yeah.
realistically,
Yeah.
we have to put off that stupid pride.
Yeah.
And being defined by wealth and material is getting crazy.
The village mentality.
The girls, the boys, they are talking about mental health. There you are. So that individualism
Yeah.
needs to go.
Yeah.
And then we need to come to a point where we realize that, hey, it's not just prayer. We have so much on our list, pray. First of all, the word prayer itself doesn't make so much sense.
Sergeant Reginald, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to have you. And we've been coming to you live from the 7 Hills of Kampala, countrymen and women, the country custodian.